The future isn't coming anymore, it's already here. We've gathered some truly wild gadgets, including a mirror that estimates your lifespan just by analyzing blood flow, a holographic AI companion that shouts real-time strategy tips while you game, and a robot vacuum that can actually climb stairs to clean the next floor. The Roborock Saros rover just proved that robot vacuums are finally evolving into actual robots. Back at CES 2025, the Saros Z70 surprised us with a robotic arm that could pick up laundry, but 1 year later, the rover has shocked us even more by growing actual legs. It features a wild wheel-leg architecture that allows the entire chassis to lift up, extend, and physically climb stairs, just like a Boston Dynamics robot. It doesn't just clean your floor, but can actually follow you upstairs to the second floor without being carried. The articulated legs allow it to tackle steep slopes, hop over high thresholds, and navigate complex obstacles that would trap any standard bot. Since it's still a concept unveiled at CES 2026, there's no official price tag yet, but it will likely cost a fortune. This gadget acts less like a traditional desk lamp and more like a sci-fi art installation for your workspace. Basically, it's a gyroscope made of light that helps set the mood for gaming, streaming, or just chilling out. Visually, it features 3 nested aluminum rings that you can manually twist and rotate to change the shape, making it look like a futuristic planet orbiting on your table. Inside those rings are nearly 200 LEDs that blend colors seamlessly. Instead of just picking a standard preset, the big selling point here is the AI feature. You can literally tell the app, "I'm feeling stressed," or "It's game night," and it generates a unique lighting pattern to match your vibe. It also syncs with music for parties. The price is around $64. If you ever looked at a sci-fi movie and wished you had a tiny holographic friend living in a jar on your desk, Razer just made it a reality. Project Ava is a dedicated hardware companion that puts an interactive AI avatar inside a transparent 5.5-inch capsule. It reacts to you with eye tracking and lip syncing. Think of it as if Siri or Alexa got a physical body and became an e-sports coach. Unlike a normal chatbot, Ava uses PC vision to physically watch your screen, analyzing your gameplay in real time to shout out strategies, warn you about enemies, or help you solve puzzles. When you aren't gaming, it acts as a digital friend that can manage your calendar, help you brainstorm, or just chat with you using different personalities, ranging from a rugged soldier to a bubbly anime character. Right now, it's officially a concept device, but you can actually reserve a unit for a $20 deposit on their site, with a full launch targeted for later in 2026. Mirror, mirror on the wall, how long do I have left to live? This could be an excellent slogan for the longevity mirror, which is basically a crystal ball for your health. The device has hidden optical sensors that scan your face for 30 seconds while you're brushing your teeth. It literally watches the blood flow under your skin to calculate your blood pressure, heart rate, and stress levels without you ever touching a cuff or wearing a smartwatch. It even crunches the data to generate a longevity score, effectively predicting your risk of diabetes, hypertension, and heart attacks up to 20 years in the future. Right now, pre-orders are opening at a price of $900, with a subscription fee kicking in after the first year. While the company has submitted the tech for FDA approval, it isn't officially a medical device yet. This is basically a real-life Harry Potter painting that paints itself whenever you speak to it. It's called Frame-It, and unlike those glowing digital photo frames you give your grandparents, this uses color e-ink, the same matte technology found in e-readers, so it looks like actual paper or canvas rather than a computer screen. You can upload your own photos wirelessly without needing a dedicated app, but the real party trick is the built-in AI. You just tap the corner, tell it to show you a cyberpunk coffee shop or a classic oil painting of a cat, and it generates that image right on the wall. It's perfect for swapping decor to match the season, entertaining guests by letting them paint with their voice, or just displaying family photos that don't emit harsh blue light. There are 2 sizes available, and the battery is wild. It lasts for years because it only uses power when the image changes. Just keep in mind that since there's no backlight, you can't see the art in the dark without a lamp nearby. If you love your ROG Ally but hate squinting at a tiny 7-inch screen, this gadget basically gives you a private IMAX theater for your backpack. The ROG X-Real R1, a pair of augmented reality glasses designed specifically for high-performance gaming, is the result of a collaboration between Asus and X-Real. They look like chunky, high-tech sunglasses, but hidden inside are micro OLED panels that project a massive virtual 171-inch display floating in front of you. Unlike standard video glasses that usually cap out at 120 Hz, these are the world's first to hit a blistering 240 Hz, making them perfect for fast-paced shooters where every frame counts. They plug directly into your handheld or laptop via USB-C, and thanks to electrochromic lenses, you can darken the glass with one tap to block out the real world for total immersion. Official pricing is still under wraps for this 2026 release, but given the specs, tech experts speculate it could land somewhere around $800. If you're looking for a budget-friendly cinema setup for home, the X-Goty N6 Pro might catch your eye. This is a compact 1080p mini projector that features a built-in gimbal design and smart sensors on the front, allowing it to automatically autofocus and correct the keystone angle in just a few seconds. Unlike many cheap projectors, this runs on Whale OS, which gives you official certified access to Netflix, Prime Video, and Disney Plus right out of the box. The 1080p image is solid, especially if you turn on the hidden highlight mode for a brightness boost. Now, it does have a few quirks. The manual image sliders can be unresponsive, and it struggles to play high-quality MKV files from a USB stick. But if you're just using it for streaming your favorite shows online, which is what most people do, it's a solid choice at around $160. You can also use a discount code in the video description. If you feel like your smartphone is slowly rotting your brain with dopamine loops, this device is the cure. Mudita Compact is a minimalist e-ink phone designed specifically to stop you from doom scrolling. It looks like a sleek white Kindle that shrank in the wash, featuring a matte 4.3-inch paper-like touchscreen and a few tactile buttons on the side. Think of it as the anti-iPhone. It strips away everything addictive like social media and colorful games and leaves you with just the tools you actually need to function. The coolest feature is the physical offline plus switch on the side. One click instantly cuts the microphones, camera, and data connection at the hardware level for total privacy. Since the screen is e-ink, reading long texts or articles is incredibly easy on your eyes, and it's perfectly visible in direct sunlight. Just remember, e-ink screens have a slow refresh rate, so the interface will feel laggy if you're used to a 120 Hz display. It runs a custom stripped-down OS that handles maps, notes, and calls, but it won't let you get sucked into a YouTube rabbit hole. The price starts at around $370. If you thought 2025 was the year of AI, 2026 is officially the year the robot stood up and walked into our lives. First up is the Agibot A2, a humanoid that's rapidly becoming the endurance champion of the robot world. It recently set a record by walking over 60 miles from Suzhou to Shanghai on real roads, proving it isn't just a lab toy. It features highly durable power flow joints and dexterous hands that can thread a needle, and with the Youth Edition starting at around $27,000, it's aggressively priced to compete with Tesla. On the industrial side, Boston Dynamics just stole the show at CES with the new fully electric Atlas, which won Best Robot of the Year. They ditched the loud hydraulics for silent electronic motors that allow its joints to rotate a full 360 degrees, movements impossible for a human, and introduced hot swappable batteries so it can work 24/7 in factories without ever needing a nap. Finally, for those of us who just want to avoid housework, LG revealed the Cloyd. This domestic bot trades legs for a stable wheeled base using its two AI-powered arms to handle delicate chores like cooking food, loading the dishwasher, and the holy grail, actually folding your laundry. While the Atlas and Agibot are ready to work now, the Cloyd is still a prototype concept. If you constantly walk out of meetings wondering who promised to do what, this little robot's about to become your favorite coworker. VibeBot acts as a dedicated cameraman and secretary for your conference room. It looks like a high-tech smart speaker for a futuristic cylindrical droid, featuring a small round display on the front and a motorized 4K camera head that swivels around on top. The camera rotates to track and zoom in on whoever's speaking, so remote workers don't feel like they're watching a static security feed. Its real power, though, is offline capture. You can put it in the middle of a table for a face-to-face brainstorm, and it will transcribe the entire conversation, identify key decisions, and assign tasks to your team automatically. Plus, it has a magnetic battery base, so you can grab it and move it to a huddle room without shutting it down or hunting for a power outlet. Right now, you can pre-order it for an early bird price of around $1,600 plus $379 per year for AI summaries and transcription features. If your fridge is currently covered in a chaotic mess of sticky notes and magnets, you might want to look at the Cozy La Calendar Plus 2. This is basically a gigantic Android tablet designed to live on your wall and act as a central command center for the whole family. Depending on your budget and wall space, you can get it in sizes ranging from a modest 15-inch display all the way up to a massive 32-inch 4K screen. It syncs with the calendars you already use, like Google, Apple, and Outlook, so nobody has an excuse for missing soccer practice or dinner with the in-laws. Since it runs on Android with the Play Store, you can also use it to stream Netflix or YouTube while you're cooking, or set up chore charts that reward your kids with digital confetti when they actually clean their rooms. Unlike its main competitor, the Skylight, there are no monthly subscription fees to unlock the good features. Just be ready for the upfront cost, as the larger models are definitely an investment compared to a dry erase board. If you've ever hit a pothole and watched your phone launch off the dashboard, this system is the industrial-grade fix you need. This is a hybrid mounting ecosystem that combines the speed of magnets with the absolute security of a physical mechanical latch. Unlike standard mounts where you have to fiddle with clamps, this uses blind auto alignment. Powerful magnets instantly pull your phone into the perfect spot, and then a locking mechanism snaps shut with a satisfying click to secure it. It's available in different versions for your life. The car model uses a heavy-duty vacuum suction cup that seals airtight against your windshield, while the motorcycle kit features multi-layer vibration damping to stop your engine's rumble from destroying your iPhone's camera stabilizer. You can grab the car mount for around $40, while the rugged motorcycle version runs about $80. If you ever wanted to pass cars on the highway while balancing on a single tire, this gadget's basically a death wish waiting to happen, in the best way possible. InMotion P6 is officially the fastest electric unicycle on the planet. It looks less like a vehicle and more like a sci-fi engine block wrapped in heavy-duty crash bars, featuring a massive 90mm hydraulic suspension system to soak up bumps at high speeds. With a terrifying top speed of 93 miles per hour, you can theoretically commute in the fast lane, while the 235-volt system ensures you don't lose power when climbing steep hills. It even has a smart Ride Connect app to track your speed and lock the wheel remotely. Right now, you can pre-order this adrenaline machine for around $4,999. Just be warned, it weighs a crushing 112 pounds, so if you live in a walk-up apartment, you're going to need a serious gym membership just to get it out the door. If you love hiking but hate the burning sensation in your thighs, this gadget's basically an e-bike for your legs. This is the world's first fully modular exoskeleton that lets you swap out robotic muscles depending on your adventure. It consists of a high-tech belt that connects to either a hip module for explosive power when running uphill, or a knee module to protect your joints during steep descents. It's like a Lego set for your lower body. You just snap on the motor you need and let the AI motion engine do the heavy lifting. It's compact enough to fit in a backpack, and early testers claim it reduces leg effort by over 35%, making a 10-mile trek feel like a walk in the park. Price-wise, early backers on Kickstarter snagged the hip module for around $700. If you're tired of strapping a GoPro to your helmet every time you go for a ride, the Bleak Up Ranger glasses might be the all-in-one upgrade you didn't know you needed. These are essentially high-tech sports sunglasses that pack a camera, open-ear headphones, and even a walkie-talkie system into a single lightweight frame. They look like your typical wraparound cycling shades, similar to Oakley's, but they hide a stabilized camera right between your eyes for true point-of-view recording. Instead of fiddling with mounts, you just tap the temple to start capturing your trail run or commute in 1080p. They also handle turn-by-turn navigation audio from your phone, so you don't have to look down at your handlebars. Just keep in mind that while they replace a lot of gear, the built-in battery only lasts about an hour for continuous video, unless you buy the separate external battery pack. Prices start at around $379 for the standard version, though getting the full bundle with the extra power bank will push that cost higher. If you gave up on VR because the headsets were too heavy, Pimax just solved the problem while simultaneously releasing a monster for the enthusiasts. This is their new lineup featuring the Dream Air SE and the Crystal Super. The Dream Air SE is the real shocker. It's a proper PC VR headset that weighs less than 150 grams, looking more like oversized ski goggles than a bulky helmet. Despite the size, it packs crisp micro OLED panels and connects via DisplayPort, so you get uncompressed, lag-free gaming without the neck pain. On the flip side, the Crystal Super is the final boss of immersion. It features a wild, swappable optical engine that lets you physically switch between QLED and micro OLED displays, delivering a mind-bending 29 million pixels of resolution. You can grab the lightweight Dream Air SE starting at around $900, while the ultra-high-end Crystal Super Micro OLED version commands a premium price of roughly $2,200. If you remember running around the house making your own whoosh and pew-pew sounds with your Lego, this new tech is for the generation that doesn't have to. Lego Smart Play System is a platform that finally builds sound, light, and motion sensors right into the brick. You can snap a smart tag onto a model to tell the brick it's a TIE fighter, and it'll automatically generate engine roar when you swoop it through the air or crash sounds if you hit the floor. It even recognizes specific smart minifigures, so the ship knows whether Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader's in the cockpit and changes the dialogue accordingly. The first wave launches with Star Wars sets on March 1st, with the TIE fighter priced around $70. If you're obsessed with the creamy, cascading foam of a nitro cold brew but hate buying those wasteful disposable gas chargers, this gadget is basically a limitless supply of nitrogen. It's called the Ever Nitro, and it works like a medical-grade oxygen concentrator, only for your coffee. It pulls regular air from your kitchen, filters it through molecular sieves, and generates 95% pure nitrogen on demand. No tanks or cartridges required. You just pour your cold brew, tea, or cocktail into the canister, lock it in, and in about 60 seconds you get that velvety, Guinness-like texture that usually costs $5 at a cafe. There are a couple of versions available. The Pro Bundle includes extra nozzles for whipping cream and a jar for preserving coffee beans, while the light version focuses on the drinks. It's definitely an investment though. With early bird prices for the base model starting at around $270, you'd need to drink a serious amount of nitro coffee to justify the upfront cost compared to a standard $20 handheld dispenser. This isn't a physical gadget you can hold, but it's basically the ChatGPT moment for self-driving cars that could finally make them trustworthy. NVIDIA Alpamayo is a new family of open-source AI models and software tools designed to give autonomous vehicles a human-like brain. Instead of just following programmed rules or reacting blindly, this system allows a car's computer to actually reason through complex situations, like spotting a weird pile of debris or navigating an unmapped construction zone, and then explain exactly why it made a specific decision. It includes a massive 10 billion parameter model that developers can train in a virtual simulator before ever hitting the road, essentially teaching cars to think before they act. Use cases are huge for safety. It can help vehicles figure out edge cases that usually confuse autopilots, create transparent logs for why a car slammed on the brakes, and let engineers simulate millions of dangerous miles without risking real sheet metal. While the software itself is free for developers to download and start tinkering with, it requires serious hardware to run, specifically powerful GPUs with at least 24 gigabytes of video memory, so it's strictly for the engineers building your next car, not something you can download to your existing sedan today.